Hello Cancer, this is your extended reading. You may have seen on the thumbnail that this second part is a little bit different than what I usually do, because usually I pull just 7 cards, right? One on top and then 2 lines of 3. But this time somehow I feel like there's such mirroring of energies between you and this person, right? This King of Swords, that yeah, so I feel like in the beginning of the first part I told you that maybe you were being super guarded, right? But I feel like in this second part it could be both sides. You could be experiencing like a reflection of each other even though you don't know it yet, right? I feel like because I feel like there hasn't been a lot of exchange of words or energy, right? Because you're avoiding it. But I feel like somehow you two are intuitively feeling the same thing and experiencing the same emotions and the same connection in similar ways. So instead of one card in the first line, these 3 cards came together, and I feel like this is you. So the Knight of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, yeah, Ten of Swords. So I feel so drained right now because I feel like you're making this harder on yourself than it needs to be, right? You're just being your worst enemy right now, Cancer. So maybe this is just the way to just put it all out there, right? Just don't let this energy drain you anymore, right? You don't have to be guarded. So as we saw on the first part, but you are coming with such passion and drive and this will to live your best life, this desire to experience new things, to go on adventures, to travel, to meet people, to do whatever, right? To just be playful and fun and youthful and have the time of your life, right? But I feel like you're carrying such burden, such pain, such yeah, I feel like inside of yourself there's something that still hurts, and it is connected to maybe a past relationship, because this King of Pentacles is coming as a partner maybe that may have hurt you in the past, right? Because he is associated with this Ten of Swords. So I don't feel like he is in your life right now, but you're holding a memory and an energetic imprint of this person as this, and maybe that is why you are so guarded with your heart, right? Because actually this new person, this King of Swords that presented, that just came across your path, and maybe very recently, you are comparing this new person to this old one, right? That may have left this pain, may have left this this burn, this this negative feeling, right? Of distress, of pain, of not being reliable, just making a lot of promises and not fulfilling them, right? Because this is what I'm seeing here, like a lot of verbal promises but not sticking to it. So maybe you're interpreting this new one as this character. So maybe that's the reason why you're so guarded still, right? Even though this one may not be in your life right now. And I feel like all of this passion and this drive is almost like your attempt to run away from this memory. But no matter how far you go, if you don't look at it, right? Because it is turned, this is on the back of your mind, right? The knight is turned that way, right? Is interested in the future, whatever comes along, whatever new adventure that doesn't involve maybe a relationship, right? Very independent, very self-sufficient. But yeah, maybe you're trying to talk yourself out of relationships, trying to fulfill that with other passions, right? Because you still carry this burden, right? But I'm going to skip a little bit here. I'm going to the bottom line because and then I'll go to the middle, because I feel like this is like a dialogue that's going on, and I don't feel like it's a real dialogue that you're having, although I feel like at some point you and this King of Swords are going to talk about this. But maybe this reading is just a heads up, that whatever you are feeling right now is also something that they are feeling, right? So they came with this energy: the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So let's talk about mirroring. Cancer. I know you are very intuitive and very sensitive, and I feel like you are masking your sensitivity with this passion and drive and playfulness, right? But you hold this pain, right, from this previous relationship. They, on the other hand, are full of good intentions. They are full of love. They are full of love. And I don't feel like exactly for you at this point, because I don't feel like you two both know there is a connection from the cards that I'm seeing here, right? But I don't feel like it. I feel like they are full of love for being, for life, for themselves, But this didn't come as, let me say it like this. This didn't come easily for them, because with this Queen of Pentacles, the same as you did, right? Because you came with the Knight with this memory of being in a relationship with this King of Pentacles, right? Something that was real at some point in your life. They came as the Knight of Cups, holding this memory, really fond memory, really loving memory, really caring memory of a relationship with someone, with this Queen of Pentacles, that taught him a lot about self-love. So you see how different you're coming. You're both coming, and maybe that's why they are not only coming as the King of Swords, but also the King of Cups, right? But because you are still consciously or unconsciously holding on to this past hurt, right? And they also have a memory of maybe a particular relationship that was really special for them. But I feel like they're in a better place right now than you, right? Because they're not holding themselves back, because whatever they learned from this relationship was very very loving, very kind, very supportive, very truthful, right? It's almost like this relationship was supposed to be in their lives at some point to show the truth or the strength of their heart. So now they know it, right? So you see, you two are coming from similar experiences, but actually really different outcomes, right? And so your drive may be just a facade for now, right? Even though this could be a real spark, right? A real desire to live your best life. But unless you bring consciousness to whatever is hurting you or whatever hurt you in the past, I feel like this will never be fulfilled to the highest potential, right? But I feel things are about to change, especially because I feel like coming across this King of Swords, King of Cups, is this new wave, is actually this new path, right? And so let's go to the second line, which is, I feel like the relationship between you, the conversation between you. So Magician, Two of Swords, and Wheel of Fortune. I don't know where to begin here, because it feels like so big. It feels like it feels overwhelming, right? It feels overwhelming, and you do sense it. You do sense that this meeting has something to it that is really big, that is really important, that is really this decisive moment in your life where things are about to change in a really big way. And because the Magician, so the way these two cards are combining and this Two of Swords in the middle is almost like this, because if you've seen the thumbnail, the Two of Swords is exactly in the center of this second part of the reading, and I feel like it's almost like this visual connection of, in the traditional image, we see, a lady in the center with their eyes blindfolded and two swords crossing. So what I'm picking up of this Two of Swords in the center of this second part, it's not that you're not seeing or you're choosing not to see this connection. It's just the connection itself, right? Because I was just seeing the two swords as this line connecting both of you, right? The top line and the bottom line, you and the other, this King of Swords. And these two are also this connection point, because the Magician is the number 1 and the Wheel of Fortune is number 10. So I feel like it is this new beginning, but it's way more than you think. Because whatever starts off as this really overprotected and guarded standstill, because what I'm seeing with this one of this Magician is almost like you trying to impose your self-sufficiency, right? You trying to project to this King of Swords that you already do have everything that you need. You don't need anything else. But as I said, it's appearing as this facade that maybe you had to do that for others for a while to survive, you know, to go through this painful cycle, right? Which is also a 10, right? And the 10. But I feel like, so as I was saying, this is the 1, right? And then the 10 of the Wheel of Fortune, this 1 has a company, is what I'm getting, right? Is the 1 and the 0. They're bringing the 0. Do you see what I mean? I don't know if it's, because here you're coming through as this magician, really centered, but centered in a stubborn way, right? And they came offering this new beginning, this 0 point, right? And so you already do have a lot, right? You know that, and that's fine. They are coming with this like spinning of, you know, the wheel of destiny, the wheel of fate, because it is the time to merge the 1 and the 0, right? You see, it's nature, it's destiny, it's fate. So the more you try to not see it, or try to avoid feeling what you're feeling, I feel like you're just going to start spinning out of control and try to fight against yourself, fight against your nature. So allow things to flow naturally, because they're going to fall into place. Because it is already connected. You see how, you know, this cross, it's exactly what I was seeing with the 2 of Swords, the connection that is already there, right? And you know it. And so the weird thing about this second part of the reading is that not only I was reading it, you know, linearly in a horizontally kind of way, because you know, 9 cards came, the way that the message was coming to me was in a vertical way too. So here you see you, the Knight of Wands, the Magician in between you, and the Knight of Cups, which is them. So I feel like with this, both of you individually are really mature. You know your power. You know that you don't need anything. You know that you have more than enough to create the perfect life that you want. You see, with this 1 in the middle, what I'm seeing is that you both are really strong individually, right? And so here, with this second row, you know, which to me felt like these other relationships, right? And it's funny because it's a 2, right? Before, between you was a 1, and with these 2 characters, which appear to be a past relationship of yours and a past relationship of theirs, it's the 2, and it's the 2 of Swords. And it feels to me like these secondary characters that both of you carry in your memory differently, very differently from each other, right? And here on the last row is the shift, right? So 10 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Cups. So I feel like, yes, you may be coming from this really hurting place, this really painful experience, and it's ending. it's not ending. Actually, I'm being corrected. It has ended already, and maybe it has ended a long time ago, right? But you're still carrying it energetically. But the universe is here to say there is something new about to start in your life, right? That is going to replace whatever burden, whatever sadness, whatever pain you thought was associated with relationships, you know, generalizing oh my god, sorry. Generalizing all relationships, things are going to change. And you're going to see that, yes, there could be real, truthful, sincere, heartfelt connections, right? And so, yeah, I feel like just trust, right? Trust in the universe. So let's see what the astrological runes wants to say about this. This is so sweet. I love it. So the rune that came through was the moon. And yeah, because the moon is the ruler of Cancer, I feel like this is your intuition coming back to life. You're finally just surrendering to this inner voice, to this intuition, to this romantic vision of the world, right? Allowing your emotions to come through you, to wash you over, to nurture you, right? And so this moon, it's just so beautiful because we just had the new moon in Virgo, and yeah, maybe it was just, you know, this new wave that is coming through this new cycle of the moon, and you're just listening to it. You're just opening up again, you know, as soon as you understand that it is time, not only by this one. You know, the universe wants to send you messages. So just don't ignore your intuition, right? Okay, so this is so beautiful. I love it. Yeah. I hope it was useful to you. It was enlightening in a way. Yeah, so thank you so much for being here with me. I'll see you next time. Bye.